welcome. Thank you for tuning in to my 2630th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, as you know, it's a very risky game. Volatility has increased. Put your stops in. Put them in first. Never, ever trade without stops. A day like today, if you didn't have stops in, you know what that could have cost you if you were on the wrong side? You see what the S&P and NASDAQ did? In fact, we ended up with a really nice trade. We calculated and came up with, identified spots to get short NASDAQ, short S&P. Markets came down, hit profit objectives. I sent out flash updates, everybody out. But I didn't get myself out because by the time I sent the flash update, I went to get out. The market jumped about 20 points. And I went, you know what? Let me have patience. It'll come back and fill me. And then it went up 20 more points and then 30 more points. And the next thing you know, I took a stop. Everybody else got out. I was too busy sending flash updates. I ended up losing a lot of money today on what was a really smart play and a good trade. So hooray for you guys who made money and bet on me for not just getting out where I could have. You know what I'm saying? I got patient. I can get out. It'll come back. It never came back. It went straight up. Anyway, you guys had a good trade. Let's move forward. Now for trading August 24th, 2023. That's Thursday. Make sure your stops are in. My stop was in. Where I got knocked out, had my stop not got hit, if I didn't have a stop, I would have lost double or triple that money today. Thank God I had a stop in. In any event, let's see what's going to happen for trading on Thursday, the 24th. Well, right off the bat, just a reminder, OMNIAC gathering, hooray, hooray, OMNIAC gathering in Denver at the Gaylord Rockies Hotel and Convention Center. OMNIACs, I'm getting on a plane early in the morning and I will be there tomorrow afternoon in Denver. I want you to all show up. Come around, OMNIACs. Give me a call, 702-629-4755. Drop me an email. I will leave that information under this video. Let me know if you want to come into Denver and get together with me and the rest of the OMNIACs. We are in Denver at the Gaylord Hotel and Convention Center. You know why? Because we're doing an activation for TSM, Technotainment Streaming Media. The media company I've been working on for the last 2 years quietly. Well, now we're not going to be so quiet about it. We're going to come out and show the world what we're working on. That is at the convention center. It is the Rare Evo Web3 convention. It is happening starting tomorrow, or Thursday, today if you're watching this, right through into the weekend, and I will be there to meet with you. And I promise the technology there is out of control. It is absolutely the intersection of technology and entertainment, and Technotainment Streaming Media is exactly that. And we will show it to you at the convention center. Plus, if you're an OMNIAC, we're going to have a little OMNIAC gathering too. We'll get together, we'll talk about charts, we'll do our usual, and I could show you some great revolutionary, disruptive technology that you will love and will help all of us in the future on social networking. So that's what's going on. Make sure you show up there. Remember, call me or email me and I will meet with you the 27th, well, the 24th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I will be there all 4 of those days. I'll meet you where technology meets entertainment, traders. That is Technotainment. I like saying that. All right. Move on. Number 2 on the board. Omni goes green for E-mini S&P NASDAQ Russell. It wants us to buy the dips for trading on Thursday. Now the problem is it's up so high it's going to take a massive dip for us to get in, so we're going to have to be patient and see what happens. But Omni flipped and wants us to buy the dips. Omni has been navigating us correctly through this insanity, this really insane volatility we've had. Omni's been all right. I mean, me personally, I messed up my own stupid good trade today, but the OMNIACs, congratulations. Omni has been keeping you in tune, in time, and in shape to get through these crazy moves. So for trading on Thursday, we're going to look for a decent dip. If it moves down, we will buy it. I've got some great charts to show you why I would want to be buying. And I've got another reason why the market should go higher in my chart segment as well. I will show that to you. Make sure you join me in Denver. I'm going there tomorrow. I'll be there for the next 4 days. And make sure you do this. Join my site. Always, always, always keep your emotions out of trading. Subscribe to these videos. And then say this to yourselves over and over when you're in a trade, because if nothing else, it'll help you keep your emotions out and maybe stop you from making crazy decisions with your fingertips. Are you with me? Say it with me and then we'll look at some charts. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are rock and roll traders. I will see you in Denver. And now let's go look at some charts. Traders, you are looking at the NASDAQ daily bar chart. And remember, I showed you this the day it came down here and said, oh boy, Omni's saying to pause. It went neutral. This is a good reason maybe why it'll find legs. Well, it sure has found legs since. Now, here's what's interesting. It's been in this for a long time, right? It dropped out, hit that average, and went right back into it. And now look where it is. It got out above that channel, and the Omni's green for trading on Thursday. So, rock and roll market. You cannot keep a good market down. Next. Now, by the way, if you guys remember, about 5 or 6 days ago, I came out and did a video and said, you know, we got about 6 days left of this pullback, or the price of 34,000 in the Dow. One of those two have to happen first, and we'll start going higher. You know, that was about 5 days ago. How about that? And it just started to go higher. So good analysis so far. E-mini S&P, another one since holding that average. Remember I showed this and said, wow, it's an epidemic at this point. Right back into the big channel. And guess what? This guy's out of the channel now too. Settled up here. Outside of the channel. That means, I promise you, buyers are going to come in. They're going to like what they see. The analysts that are out there, the algorithms that are out there, all this stuff's programmed in, I promise. They'll see that. So that looks good. We'd buy the dips in E-mini S&P if we can get a fill for trading on Thursday. And one more chart I wanted to show you, kids. A huge, huge component to the stock market, of course, is Google, right? Remember, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I said, look, there's this weird bull flag looking thing starting to grow. The only thing is right here is a big gap, so there's not actually any bars right here. But it still looks like a flag, right? It's got a bunch of lines here and a bunch of days here. So with the exception of the gap, it's still a pole and a flag. Well, look where we are now. Omni's green for buying Google, buying dips in Google. Omni expects Google to go higher and the market to go higher tomorrow. So we are buyers of dips there as well. And what's making all of this happen? Well, if you remember, I showed you when crude got over 77, the market would start to get hit, and it did. Well, crude has been coming down, right? Down, down, down. It used to be in this channel. Well, it's been coming down lately. And guess what? 77's right there. And what's the first thing you see the stock market do? Have an up day. Interesting, isn't that? Wanted to make sure you've seen that. Crude has started to come back down, and the stock market's starting to go right back up. Just as we hoped for, as we showed you should happen in these series of videos in the last 2 weeks. Traders, thank you for tuning in. I will see you at the Hotel and Convention Center in, well, hopefully I'll see you there, right? You guys got to call me so I can tell you where to meet me, but hopefully I will see you in Denver. I'm going there starting today. Make sure you contact me, OMNIACs. I will certainly get back to you, and I hope to meet you at the OMNIAC gathering in Denver this weekend.